George Foreman, boxing legend and cultural icon, has passed away. George Foreman, the two-time world heavyweight champion, Olympic gold medalist, and beloved entrepreneur, died in April 2025 at the age of 76. His passing from natural causes following age-related health complications marks the end of a life that transcended sports and left a lasting imprint on American culture. His family released a statement. George lived with strength, faith, and joy. He was more than a champion. He was a father, a mentor, and a man of deep conviction. Career highlights in the ring. Foreman first rose to prominence by winning the gold medal in boxing at the 1968 Olympics in Mexico City. In 1973, he became the world heavyweight champion after defeating Joe Frazier in a stunning second-round knockout. His legendary bout with Muhammad Ali in the 1974 Rumble in the Jungle remains one of the most iconic moments in boxing history. After a decade-long retirement, Foreman made an astonishing comeback in the 1990s, regaining the heavyweight title at age 45, becoming the oldest heavyweight champion in history. Legacy beyond boxing. Foreman's second act as a television pitchman and entrepreneur was equally impactful. The George Foreman Grill, launched in the mid-1990s, became a household staple and sold over 100 million units worldwide. He was known for his infectious smile, warm personality, and deep Christian faith, which guided his life after boxing. Foreman also authored books, appeared in commercials, and mentored young athletes, becoming a symbol of resilience, reinvention, and positivity. A life of faith and family. Foreman was a devoted father to 12 children, including 5 sons named George, whom he said were named to remind them of their legacy. He often spoke about his transformation from a fierce fighter to a man of peace, crediting his faith for his personal evolution. His life story, from poverty in Houston to global fame, became a beacon of hope for those seeking redemption and purpose. George Foreman's death is not just the loss of a boxing legend. It is the farewell to a man who redefined what it means to be a champion. His legacy lives on in the ring, in kitchens across America, and in the hearts of those inspired by his journey. George Foreman taught us that strength isn't just physical, it's spiritual, personal, and enduring. Richard Chamberlain, Hollywood's golden leading man, has passed away. Richard Chamberlain, the dashing actor who became a household name through iconic roles in Dr. Kildare, The Thorn Birds, and Shogun, died in March 2025 at the age of 90. His passing from natural causes following age-related health decline marks the end of a career that spanned 6 decades and defined elegance, depth, and romantic drama on screen. His family released a statement. Richard lived with grace, intellect, and a deep love for the arts. He was a true gentleman of Hollywood, and his legacy will live on in every role that touched hearts. Clapperboard career highlights. Chamberlain rose to fame in the early 1960s as Dr. James Kildare in the NBC medical drama Dr. Kildare, which made him a teen idol and earned him a Golden Globe. He transitioned from television heartthrob to serious actor, starring in epic miniseries such as Shogun, 1980, where he played John Blackthorne, a British navigator in feudal Japan, The Thorn Birds, 1983. Portraying Father Ralph de Bricassart in a sweeping romantic saga that captivated millions, Centennial and the Bourne Identity, 1988. Showcasing his versatility in historical and action roles on stage, he performed in Shakespearean productions and musicals, including Hamlet, My Fair Lady, and The Sound of Music, earning acclaim for his theatrical depth. Legacy and cultural impact. Chamberlain was one of the first actors to successfully bridge television, film, and theater, becoming a global star in the process. His performances were marked by emotional intelligence, romantic intensity, and quiet strength, making him a favorite among audiences and critics alike. He was also a trailblazer for LGBTQ+ visibility in Hollywood, coming out publicly later in life and advocating for authenticity and acceptance. His work helped define the golden age of television miniseries, setting a standard for storytelling that still influences modern prestige TV. A life of art and reflection. Off-screen, Chamberlain was known for his intellectual curiosity, love of literature, and spiritual exploration. He authored a memoir, Shattered Love, which candidly explore his personal journey and emotional growth. He remained active in the arts well into his later years, mentoring young actors and occasionally returning to the stage. Richard Chamberlain's death is not just the loss of an actor, it is the farewell to a refined artist who brought grace and gravitas to every role. His legacy reminds us that true stardom is not about fame, but about the ability to move hearts and elevate storytelling. Richard Chamberlain showed us that romance, courage, and depth could coexist in one unforgettable performance. Angie Stone, the Grammy-nominated soul singer and songwriter, tragically died in a car crash on March 1, 2025, at the age of 63. Her sudden passing shocked the music world and marked the loss of one of R&B's most powerful and soulful voices. A career rooted in soul and strength. Angie Stone's journey began in the late 1970s as a member of the pioneering hip-hop trio The Sequence, one of the first female rap groups to sign with Sugar Hill Records. But it was her transition into neo-soul and R&B that defined her legacy. Her breakout solo album Black Diamond, 1999, featured the hit single No More Rain in This Cloud, earning her widespread acclaim. She followed with Mahogany Soul, 2001, which included Brother and Wish I Didn't Miss You, cementing her place as a leading voice in the neo-soul movement. Over her career, Stone earned 3 Grammy nominations, collaborated with artists like D'Angelo, Alicia Keys, and Lenny Kravitz, and became known for her rich contralto voice and emotionally resonant lyrics. Tragic passing in Alabama. On March 1, 2025, Stone was traveling with members of her band from Mobile, Alabama to Atlanta when their van collided with a semi-truck on Interstate 65, just south of Montgomery. The Mercedes-Benz Sprinter she was riding in flipped over before being struck by the truck. Stone, who was a passenger, was declared dead at the scene. 8 other passengers were injured and transported to hospitals for treatment. Her death came just hours after she performed at the Grand Marshals Ball in Mobile, a testament to her enduring dedication to music and live performance. Legacy and cultural impact. Angie Stone was a trailblazer for Black women in soul and hip-hop, bridging generations with her genre-defying sound. Her music often celebrated Black identity, resilience, and love, making her a favorite among fans seeking authenticity and emotional depth. She was also a mentor and mother figure in the industry, known for nurturing young talent and advocating for artistic integrity. A life of passion and purpose. Beyond music, Stone was a mother, actress, and activist, appearing in films and stage productions while speaking out on issues of health and empowerment. Her life reflected a commitment to healing through art, and her voice became a source of comfort for millions. In the wake of her death, tributes poured in from across the music world, with fans and fellow artists mourning the loss of a true soul queen. Angie Stone's death is not just the loss of a singer, it is the farewell to a cultural force whose voice carried the weight of history, heartache, and hope. Her music will continue to echo in the lives of those she touched, reminding us that soul is not just a genre, it's a way of life. Angie Stone gave us songs that healed, empowered, and uplifted. Her voice lives on,